All right, just a few minutes down the road from the other trail that I just did is this guy, Hidden Pond. And not gonna lie, this is a little bizarre. It's got you following this little path. It's literally, highway's right there. So when I walked in and started walking the path that looked like the obvious path, I was dead wrong. So we're gonna walk along here. And this is only 1.7 miles, so we'll see if there's anything interesting. There was a couple that was walking out as I was coming in with some fishing poles, so I'm assuming there's a little pond, obviously hidden pond, that they were out fishing. So, all right, let me see where I'm going. I might be giving up on this one. I just went down a fence line that I just showed you, and it ended at a little, well, it didn't end, but it got down into a little culvert, little stream, super mucky. So if I would have tried to cross it, I would have sunk in. Loads of trash. It just, my gut said, eh. So I went back and tried to pick up the trail from the opposite direction. But again, just didn't feel right. So I'm heading down the middle on a very nice path. See what's down here. It may not be the 1.7 mile loop that I was hoping for, but that loop is definitely not maintained. So let's see what we can get into this way. See, this is much better. And there are markers. There's been a few arrows. So I don't know if maybe the path that is marked on all trails is correct or not, even though I did see one marker on the fence line. It just didn't feel right. I'm gonna go with my gut. Alright, so we've got one that's going straight and one that's turning right. Let's go straight. I'm gonna see where that goes. So we're gonna go this way. Okay, I think I know what's going on here. Looks like there's 3 trails. So there's green trail, blue trail, and then I had passed earlier on the red arrows. So there must be a red trail, which is the other side. The map, and I did check the map, I am on the trail, and I use air quotes there. So right now I can go that way or that way. If I go that way, it will keep me on the trail, again, air quotes, and I am following the blue, which is the first time I've seen a blue marker. And that is looping me around to back out to the highway. So it's basically following the perimeter. I think I'm gonna go green because, you know, green's my favorite color. And we're gonna see where we go. This particular trail is not on the map. So mystery trail. Yay. It's all about the adventure. Coming down this trail, there is a bench. This appears to be fairly new. And I will tell you, the markers are not very prevalent. So, gotta keep your eyes peeled. Okay, followed the green because I didn't want to do a bunch of switching color in mid-trail. And it dead ends-ish here. You can't see it, but it dead ends here. And you can go left or right. If I go left, that's going to meet me up where I couldn't cross. If I go right, that's going to follow the perimeter trail from the first time that I switched. So I think what I'm going to do is just go back down the trail that I just came up. I did catch a glimpse of the pond. So I think what I'm going to try to do is, I think it's off of a blue trail up here, because I thought that was very strange that right there in the middle of this green trail there was this blue connector. But I think I'm gonna hit up that blue trail and hopefully it'll dead end into the pond. I'll get some nice pictures, and then I will honestly just follow retrace my steps back out on the green trail. Yeah, it would have been nice if there was more clearly marked information about these trails, but that's okay. All right, so now I'm gonna go find that blue spur trail off to the lake, because right now it is off to my left. You can't see it from all the bush, but it is there because I can see where it opens up. And we'll see if I can get some good shots from there. Okay, so here, I just came from down there. Here's that weird blue in the middle of this green. So, and this is the direction where the pond is. So let's see what we can find. Hoping that it leads us there. Now it's going away. Now it's going away from the pond. I mean, it's nice trails overall, I'm not gonna lie. I'm wondering if this is just gonna meet up with that blue trail that I saw on the other side. Because now I'm going away from the pond. That's my assumption. I'll keep you updated. Okay, I was right. The blue just takes me back to that perimeter trail. All right, let me follow this. This should lead back up to where I had originally split between blue and green. So I realized late yesterday that I never finished out my video for Hidden Pond, and there's a reason. As you know, I got out there and kind of got off to the rough start with going down that side trail that paralleled the highway. Turns out if I had read the information board versus just taken a picture of the information board, I would have seen that indeed there are 3 different trails, red, green, and blue, and they do vary in their difficulty, although none of them were challenging. I wound up completing, obviously, the green and blue trails. I never got a chance to go to the red. As I was making my way out, I realized it was getting late and I needed to still get home to pick up my husband from work. So I needed to get back to the car. So I didn't film anymore. However, that wasn't the only reason. I happened to hear a very distressing noise coming from a human. It wasn't like a help noise or anything like that. It was very unsettling, I should say, not distressing. It was very unsettling to me. Like, I knew that I was the only one out there, and so to hear this noise put a fire under me to get out of there. Like, I was already wishy-washy about doing this trail, and I wish I would have listened to my gut. The trail is very beautiful. The trail is very nice. I may or may not go back there, right? But my gut initially told me, just go home, right? After Hal Scott, my gut was just telling me to go home. And I didn't listen. I wanted to get in a couple more miles. So in the future, I will be listening to my gut. If it tells me to go home, I will go home. But luckily, the noise from the individual stopped when I guess they realized that another car had just pulled into the parking lot, because I was very close to the parking lot. I could see my car. And they darted off into the woods. So whether they had nefarious things in mind, I have no clue. And I certainly don't want to put those thoughts into my head. But that was the reason for not doing a follow-up in the parking lot. Like, I literally got into my car, threw my stuff in the back of the car, got in the car, and left. And then just needed the hour drive to settle myself. Having anxiety like that, being out in the wilderness by yourself, it definitely rose my blood pressure. But all is well, it all worked out. It was, like I said, it was a very beautiful trail. All trails, the map on all trails is not correct. It is sort of correct, but definitely don't follow it. Because that trail, that path that is down by, that parallels the highway, is not part of the trail anymore. If you look at the map shows you correct trail markers. So that was all. I enjoyed another great hike today, and you'll see that soon. But have a great day.